first. It's frosty out there. Morning, go play? Ready to go play? He said, come on, let's get a move on. It's almost Christmas. Our first day of frozen water trough.
Yeah, it is.
We didn't even bring the shovel down.
Can you just
Oh yeah, I'll do it.
bring it with your hands?
Ready, heads? Let's do it. First time of the season. Oh look, that's it. Oh.
Who else has grains in their pockets? Right?
Love you, boy. Morning chores, and then we get to have fun for Vlogmas day 1. Okay, well, maybe the horse chores are kind of fun.
Horse chores are fun.
Morning, Morning. Oh.
Hi, Arjun. Come on, Ragnar.
Come on, Frida.
Hi, bud. Oh, hi, Rags. Hi, Frida. Oh, you piggies.
Happy December, Frida. Happy December, Ragnar. Morning, ladies. Good morning. Next garage project is food storage containers. Cute little farm cart you got there.
Breakfast of champions. I wish I had someone to make me breakfast every morning like
I'm
this.
pretty sure I make you breakfast every morning. What did you eat this morning for breakfast?
Just homemade. It's just like homemade French toast.
Just homemade French toast.
Yeah.
Is that all? That's all you got this morning?
There's some other stuff. I like
Karma.
no, it's not karma. Hey, you Hudson, did you put this order in? You didn't eat all of your order, yesterday's order.
Morning. So Philip and I fill all of the water troughs with the hose that connects to the kitchen, which we use the well water for. And yesterday we forgot to put the hose in the house, and then we woke up and everything was frosty. So our hose is frozen. So we've got it laying in the sun right now. So hopefully in about 15 or 20 minutes when the sun hits it, we can actually run water through it. So, you know, beginning, yeah, everything's full right now. We have Hudson and Lennon still full from yesterday. Even their trough in the barn is full. Pigs are full. Turkeys and chickens are always full, but we always like to top up with a little bit of warm water in the morning, especially when the weather starts getting cold. And then I can't yet this morning. So hopefully another like 15 minutes or so, we can top up all the water troughs with a little bit of warm. They'll drink it when it's super cold, but I don't know about you, but I don't want to eat and drink freezing cold water in the morning with my breakfast with ice chunks in it. It's a little early in the morning for that. And so we're going to add a little bit of warm water. We kind of just do that. We always have a little bit to top up in the morning just to make sure everything's always stays super topped up. So it's just a good way of doing it. Add a little bit of warm water, and then the water is a little bit nicer for them in the morning. But it's so funny to see where all the spots in the property this morning have had some sun hit them. It's already melted on those spots, but the rest of the acreage is completely frosted. I'm going to show you the orchard hill. The tree has made a shade spot here. So there's only frost, and then the sun's looks like 2 different seasons in one day. And then you can see the orchard where the trees have the shade. We have frost on this side, and then we have nice fresh green grass on this side. So last year I made some foraged wreaths that I wanted to put on the coops and then on the front door. And this year I'm gonna do the same thing. But one of our YouTube family members sent me some beautiful red ribbon, and I have a cowbell, a couple other accessories. Gone are my days of buying non-reusable holiday decor. Such a waste of money. And it's so much more fun to DIY it myself using things I already have or even foraging from my own acreage. And so I am like so done buying holiday decor that you would use one time and then you throw it away, or, you know, it's just gonna sit in a box all year. So I think this is so much more fun. So I'm going through our woods, and last year I think I used the wrong type of greenery, which I might have to use again this year if I can't find the right type of greenery. That one, that tree's the kind that I need.
Oh yeah.
It's not prickly, they're soft. So whatever kind this is called, YouTube family, help me out. This is what I need. This really soft textured stuff.
Okay, I think we have more of that.
Which, to be honest, they're cheering me on. They're like, yes, Elysia,
you're on to something.
I'm on to something. Thank you, Crow, or Raven, or whatever you are.
Thank you, Crow.
Or they're yelling at me, telling me I'm still using the wrong type.
Yeah, they're like, get out of here.
Hey, did you know that it's Vlogmas? Oh, now they stop.
I see him.
Oh, there's more of that stuff right there.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch.
Okay, yay.
I think there's some over this way too.
So the reason why I know is because last year at this season, my friend Mar made me a beautiful wreath. And I was feeling it, and I'm like, oh, that does not feel like my wreath. Her wreath was beautiful that she made me, and I hung it on the door all season. And it lasted from... You're just being rude at this point. So her wreath was beautiful, and when I felt it, I realized that the feeling of my wreath was like really prickly, and I'm putting it on coops anyway, so not a big deal. But her wreath lasted from like the beginning of November. I'm pretty sure I still had it hanging there in March, and it still looked green and beautiful and brand new. And I like to put a Christmas wreath up sometimes, but I'm more into putting a winter wreath up so that it stays up for the longest amount of time.
There's 2 of them.
They're happy about this foraged wreath making. So hopefully my DIY project today will inspire you to go out and find, oh my word! Oh, okay, I'm gonna need some pruners, which I had to search for like forever this morning because we only own like 6 different pairs of these. And do you think I could find any of them?
We actually own 2 of those exact same ones, so.
Okay, project between now and the new year, if we have time, or maybe it will happen early in the new year, is completely empty everything out of the garage.
Yeah.
Organize everything and put what needs to go back into the garage, back into the garage.
Yeah.
Because in the garage we have greenhouse supplies,
Yes.
farm supplies,
Okay.
like toys like dirt bikes and quads and mechanic stuff for that. The pigs are currently living in the corner because they're gonna go in the mini barn. We have a lot of non-garage going in the garage.
We need to, like, you know, simplify, you know, minimalist. We kind of, I feel like we live minimalist right now because I can't find anything. So, but we have duplicates of everything.
I think we should take from those ones. And the chickens are right here, loving me.
They're guiding you in the way.
I have a good feeling about this. I think our YouTube family will tell me that I did this right this time. I just don't know what this type is called, so help me out so that next year when I do a video where I forage my own wreaths, I might sound like I know what I'm talking about. Okay. I'm gonna want a bunch because I want to make a bunch.
That's my arm.
Stop. Stop. You know you're gonna take these 3 way down anyways because
Right.
this is where our gate's going.
There's gonna be a gate. We got pathways through here.
You can make me feel guilty about cutting tree limbs.
No, they can go. Ah.
Listen, the more you chirp, the more I'm gonna make you carry back to the greenhouse.
That's okay. Eventually, Henry will carry everything back.
Oh my goodness!
Right? We need a little cart.
Saying his name just like makes my heart swell up. These are also the same kind?
Yeah, we have a row of the same.
Yes, please.
Oh.
I totally used the wrong kind last year.
Hudsey's like, what are you doing, Mom? Why are you so excited?
I'm gonna make you a Christmas wreath and you're gonna wear it around your neck and you're gonna be happy about it.
Nope. I'm not.
I'm making a non-pokey wreath, Hudson. It'll be really comfortable. Kind of swamp?
Yeah, let's see.
Or not
Oh, there's something in the back. There's a coyote. There's a coyote.
Oh my god. Is that a coyote?
Yep. Beautiful.
That's the first one I've actually seen on property. This one is just flying. This is the first one I've seen. That changes wreath making, doesn't it? Oh, amazing. He was so happy back there, but I don't really want him back there.
Right?
Wow, he was gorgeous and big. Oh, he really didn't go anywhere. Like, he heard us coming, but didn't go anywhere till we were, what, 30 feet?
That's a dog for you.
Wow.
They're brave.
So we hear them in the very back of our acreage here, which we don't really come to back here much. You guys always see us like close up to the house because although we own a bunch of acreage back here, we don't have any animals back here or anything yet. So once the cattle are actually back here, then you'll be able to see more often back here. So you guys don't really get to see back here that much, but we, from the house area, hear the coyotes sometimes at night coming from behind our property because our acreage is back here as well. And then there's hundreds and hundreds of hectares of preserved wildlife behind us. They're back there. There's a lot of wildlife back there.
Oh, yeah.
He's standing right there. Right in the back corner. He's just watching us.
Well, I don't know if the crows were actually calling at you.
Yeah, now
Or if they were calling because there's a big bad coyote in the area. He was really handsome. Or she. Healthy.
I think I got enough to get me started. I've got a couple different kinds, and then I found this thicker
Oh, that's pretty.
stuff. It's amazing because you look at your woods and you think your woods are all the same trees because from the house they look all the same, but when you come back here you see that you have so many different varieties that you don't even notice because they're just all green back here when you look from the house. Every time I come in the woods I find more things that I can create with.
So this is how close the coyote was. The horses are, Hudsey's peeking me right through here, and he was just 100 and 200 feet away.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So I have 3 different wreath forms. This one I just took all of the fall stuff off of that was on the front door of our house. And then this is the only part that I have purchased. So now I know I have these for year after year and I can just keep changing them, which is why when I made my fall wreath and you saw me create that one, I didn't hot glue or really glue anything down to it, knowing that I could take it off later. So I prefer to use a removable wire. That way, again, I can reuse it time after time. So these are my coupe wreaths and they're just very plain. I'm gonna do those first and then I'm gonna work on one for the front door. Or maybe I should do the front door first. I'll do the front door first. And then I can use my cowbell. So If you remember when I had my surgery, Chase bought me this cowbell so that I could ring it.
How could I ever
When
forget?
I needed some tea.
Ring it, ring it, ring it. No!
I'm gonna get
That was my reaction.
And so I thought it'd be really cute to hang it on the wreath for our door because we have our Henry now. And then one of our YouTube family members sent me a bunch of spools of this beautiful Christmas bow ribbon, and it has wire on the edges, this thin wire. I don't really have bow making skills, but we're gonna test them today. And then we're gonna use our greenery that we foraged and the wire to put it on our wreath. So I think I'm gonna use the really soft stuff first. And the good thing about wreaths is that there's really no wrong way to do it. So if you're watching my video and you're like, you're doing it wrong, there's no wrong way to make a wreath. So just practice, it's fun. Really, it doesn't matter if they're lopsided or if they're perfect. However you create your wreath, it's gonna look so pretty. It's certainly gonna look better than a fall wreath on my door for the holidays.
Or no wreath.
Or no wreath. So I'm going to just start. You can just use one long piece of wire and like keep going all the way around, but I find it so difficult to work with it as I get further along in my wreath making. So I just prefer to work with smaller pieces. I just wrap my end so I can get myself started. That's why I always choose the green wire, and it's super inexpensive at the hardware store and or even at the dollar store you can find some, and then you don't end up seeing it, and it's easy to pull the branches through. So this is what I have for the beginning. I'm going to touch up my greenery once I get my bow done, and I'll be able to play around with how long I want my bell to actually hang in the middle. I want to make a wreath bow first. So I think that just needs to be a little bit further down. Okay, the rule to bow making is use an excessive amount of ribbon so that if your ribbon ends end up being too short, you've left yourself a lot of extra.
Okay.
Because I've done that a million times trying to make a bow. So we're gonna go, and I think we're gonna go multiple layer of bow to make it fuller. It's gonna take me a minute to figure out here. Actually, I think that's fine, but the problem will be, can I replicate that a second time for the other coop and make them look the same? Probably not. I wanted to do the red ribbon because one of our YouTube family members sent it to us, but also then it would be different than last year. We're kind of just going with a traditional red and green Christmas decor this year, which is kind of fun. Okay. Kind of did the bow perfectly because look, at the back of my bow, I have this little slip hole that I can put my wire through.
Oh, Elysia, you're so smart.
It's like I planned it, but I didn't. Luck of the amateur wreath builder. They're gonna end up flopping anyways because the weather's gonna get them. Right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, this one's so cute for the front door. It has wire in it, so the more I mess with it, adorable. And I have a gold brass hook to put on the door. So, okay, so let's put this one aside. Oh yeah, actually I wanted to add one more thing for this. I forgot that I got this really cool Frenchy stuff. That I can... Pretty cute. With the cowbell and all. Okay, so now I can set this one aside and I want to make a couple to put on the coops. for the chickens and the turkeys. I do want to put a great big round wreath, one on each of our front gates that swing at the entryway. I think that'll look so beautiful for the holidays. But we actually had a really bad windstorm this week, and one side of our gate, there was a chunk of wood that broke off of it, and we need to do a little fixing of that. So hopefully today we can get to that, and then I'll make my wreaths for those. But today I thought I would finish my wreaths for the coops. I'm gonna try to replicate, not entirely because I'm not gonna have the bell, but I want to just put the greenery on first. I already have a screw on the back, so I should be able to just that worked perfect because I already had the rope there from last year. Okay, Mommy. I smell like an air freshener.
Oh.
Does it smell yummy? Oh, it's great. I hope that this inspired you to get out and forage from your own homestead. And if you don't have a homestead, there are lots of places that you can grab free greenery around, or you can even purchase greenery if you really want to. But making your own DIY wreaths is so much fun. And as I mentioned, there's really no wrong way to do it. I just used what I had. I did pick up some wire, which I always have a little bit on hand anyways. But other than that, it was just a really simple thing to make. You could also use just branches to make the wreath form, so you don't have to purchase anything at all. I've had the back two for the last 2 years for the coops, and the one that I had for the front door I've had for at least 1.5 years. I just keep changing it out season after season. So I've done less consumption, been able to use some eco materials, and made some really beautiful, essentially free decor for our home this year. So I love you. Thank you so much for watching. Today was Vlogmas Day 1. So if you're new here, hit subscribe. You don't want to miss all of our vlogs for the month of December. And if you are not new here, then I will see you on tomorrow's episode.